Welcome back to my channel. This is my mixed media channel. Here on YouTube, my name is Campbell. I'm a mixed media artist. And if you're visiting my channel for the first time, I show up every Friday with a new mixed media tutorial. So I've been doing a collage sort of series here on YouTube. And today I want to do one with tissue paper. And I was struck for an idea for a new page, and it was based on a color scheme. And then I was flipping through this old journal, and I was just sort of in awe because check this out. Okay, every single project in here begins with collage, and I can't believe I have even brought this up before, but look at this. This is a magazine. This is a napkin. This is scrapbook paper and tissue paper. This is tissue paper. This is vintage book paper and duct tape. This is tissue paper. This is masking tape. This is Target tissue paper. This is a paper bag from the grocery store. Duct tape. Oh, this is actually, what is this? This is like decorative paper that I actually bought in Scotland. So it's like decorative paper, almost like you can use it as like high-end wrapping paper. This was fabric book paper. This was, what the heck is in here? Oh, I forget. Oh, no, that's tissue paper as well. This was, I don't think I actually, no, there is definitely something under here. It's so well covered, I can't even see what that is. Something. And this is going to be the color scheme that I choose today. And then this is washi tape. So you can see that every single one of these projects has a different collage background, but I wanted to just show you like the possibilities of using collage as a background is endless. So most of these videos actually are on YouTube already. They're just older, and before I was doing like full out teaching tutorials. You can see a time lapse for all of these, but I grabbed this little stack of papers that I've never used before. I was actually going to use them for like an encaustics project, and I still can because there's a million in here. But I was looking through the colors, and I saw the red and the turquoise and the yellow, and I thought, oh my gosh, I love that color scheme so much. I've done this project in it, and I've also done this project in it. So as you can see, it packs a real punch, and I just love it. So oh, I just spilled an entire bucket of paintbrushes. My bad. So this inspired me to get that out and also show you what the possibilities are when we're talking about using collage for the backgrounds. As you can see, that was just like a whole journal full of hopefully for inspiration for you. So I've never used these little pieces of, these are tissue papers from this scrap pack, decorative mulberry papers. And I thought I would try to do another new project with that 3 color scheme, the yellow, again, red, and turquoise specifically. So I'm just kind of sorting through here. Had to have that little quick trip down memory lane at one of my older journals, in case, especially if you haven't been following me. I've been on YouTube since 2016, but I wasn't sort of like, hadn't brought up my teaching game until the last couple of years. So here we go. I'm just getting out. Oh, look at that. This one has bonus things. I don't know what that is. Things are sticking together. Not in the best way. I guess we could have, winter is coming. It is November as I film this. Ooh, maybe that will help inspire this theme. Sure. What the heck? I just don't know why those are so sticky. But I kind of like the red instead of the blue. All right, so I think my plan is just to literally glue a mess of these down. Why not? I have my new journal. This is only the second page. Look at my little sprite. Isn't he so cute? I just did him for my my Fun Fab Drawing Club members over at Awesome Art School. It's my membership club. They get new lessons a couple times a month, and that was the most recent one. But this is a new journal. I'm working in my Strathmore watercolor journal, so every single page in the sucker can take a serious beating, which is why I love it so much. This is my 4th one that I've started this year, so I love, love, love them. Oh, that's pretty. But there's only like one with any print on them. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna start by gluing these down. My go-to is always matte medium. I know I'm kind of like a broken record with a matte medium, but I like it because it's like the perfect, it's kind of like the perfect glue. You know what? I'm not neat when I go and glue anything down. I wonder if I was like, did this in a precise fashion. How weird that and unlike me would that be? The answer is super weird and unlike. But I kind of like it. It's something different. I am always trying out new things. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. How fun. I like that. Okay. And then I'm going to even just leave some areas blank, I think. So I am going to reach for my matte and medium. These are really porous papers. Tissue in general is very porous. So it's fantastic for collage because the mediums or the adhesives that you use really soak down into it. They adhere super well. So always, always, always highly recommend using tissue paper for your mixed media collage projects as well as your art journal mixed media projects. All right, so I'm leaving the mess on my floor. My husband made some coffee, which is amazing. It is definitely a 2-cup coffee day. It's Monday as I'm filming this. And I have my matte medium out. You can use your favorite collage. Yeah, again, this goes down so easy because these are really, really lightweight, super porous, and fantastic. Fantastic for collaging. So I use a ton. Now, this is the secret for, oh, it's like a little smeary. It's very fibrous, interesting. Look at that. That's kind of gross. So I'm going to make sure we have a little extra bonus on there to kind of like yuck. It's a little yuck. This is why these are so great for encaustics. Oh, I'm going to have to bust out my encaustic stuff soon. Okay, so the secret to getting out wrinkles, and yes, I am being precise because it's, if you know me, not at all like me to be careful, but this is new and refreshing. And they're perfect squares, so I'm doing it, is to use a ton, let me turn off my phone, is to use a ton of adhesive material when you're gluing. People don't use enough. They're very sparing. They're like, we don't want to waste it. It's a lot of money. And I'm like, do you want your project to be awesome or not? So if you want your project to be awesome, right, we're going to do our very best. And that requires using a lot of adhesive material. And that means both under and over it. Okay. And somebody actually just this morning asked me, how long do you wait for your matte medium to dry? And my answer was, I've never waited at all because I have no patience. So I just hair dryer everything. And the answer is like, just till it's dry. There's no, I don't put a timer on or anything. Ew, the fibrousness of this is a little bit disgusting. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a big fan of these weird fibers. So if they're on my white paper, I'm just gonna, they're kind of dragging everywhere. So yeah, the answer is just however long it takes, just till it's dry. No, not very helpful, but it's true. And when you use a hairdryer, it doesn't take long at all. I love these fun blocks of color. Now, when I do collage, in every way, no matter what I'm using, whether it be napkins or tissue paper or vintage sewing paper or whatever, I generally, as a rule of thumb, just make it all spread out like super evenly. So we're not repeating anything really close to each other. I usually always have, ew, these fibers are super kind of gross. I don't like them, but it's too late now. We are in it to win it. So too bad, Karen. So So yeah, trying to get like an even spread of these everywhere is typically my goal, and like take turns with the colors. So I'm like alternating. Ew. This is unedited. Ew, I don't like the big yuck strags of color. Stop doing that, Red. I am so stuck with these, like, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do about that. And this brings up another question, which is this. Mixed media is so much equally about problem solving than it is about planning and execution. This happens all the time, to me anyways, where I start going and then I immediately run into some sort of issue that I have to figure out how to solve. So, case in point, these lovely weird fibers that are going everywhere. And that could be the same as true as like, oh, my drawing gets messed up or whatever. This kind of stuff happens all the time. So if you're new to mixed media beginner, don't worry about it. Things like this are just part of the game, and it's important, seriously. Like, I know I sound like I'm kidding, but seriously, it's all good. Things always have a way of working out, and you have to just kind of keep your confidence level at that point and be like, problems are coming, and it's just kind of having to like learn how to pivot and go with the flow, and how to like incorporate these wonky little things. Like, oh my God, I totally meant to have smeary, gross fibers everywhere. Like, I meant to do that. Like, sometimes you just have to lie to yourself a little bit and tell yourself that. All right, that one has a little green in it, which I don't love. So I'm already thinking like, what can I do to mitigate this gross little fiber effect that I really don't like? And I do have an idea already. And this is another fun thing about mixed media. Again, if you're a beginner, which is that it's just fun. You gotta just have fun with it. There's no rules. Try not to take it or yourself too seriously. I have no idea what's gonna go on top here yet. I'm just concerned with having fun and having a good day. That's my main focus. Art is relaxing and fun. And so let's make it so. Even if it's like, ew. I do know that my matte medium will be adhering these gross loose fibers that are getting spread everywhere. So at least that's good. Like, I can look forward to that. And then see how I'm kind of like evenly spreading these color blocks around. That is what I was talking about when we're kind of going, oh, here's a little piece. That's exactly what I wanted. Just a little boop of yellow down here. And obviously tissue paper, you can collage with any kind of tissue paper. So wrapping paper, decorative wrapping paper. I do a lot of like Target has really good really good tissue paper. So I do a lot of collaging with that. So any of it counts. It's all good. Also, my favorite sort of like art supply tissue paper is Tim Holtz makes these tissue paper rolls. These are my favorite. They're absolutely the most perfect collage paper ever, and I just love their little vintagey kind of look. And I am thinking maybe a workaround is, I wonder if I actually put this over these cool blocks that I just made, because it will seal up all of these gross little fibers that are in here. And I have a bunch of these from different people. I have one with, well, no, I have one with music things on them. So what I'm gonna do to wrap my brain around like what I'm gonna do next, I'm actually gonna dry this with my hair dryer. And to answer that woman's question, it literally takes like 2 minutes tops. And then I am gonna lay some of these on top and just kind of see, because they're transparent, my color blocks will show through. So I think it might be a cool way to use the color, but get rid of the yuck. You know what I'm saying? All right, I'll be right back after I dry this. All right, so again, just a couple of minutes to dry this. And now I'm kind of going through my stash of tissue papers to see what ones have a lot of white so that when I adhere them down, I just always love this one. This is Tim Holtz. That you know, I'll still be able to see the cool color blocks underneath. I love this one. This one's, it's probably my most frequently used one. I think I'm gonna do it. Yes, yes, yes. We got the cool butterfly in there. I am a disaster today. Let's try and find some scissors. And again, I'm never precious with anything. So this will come as shock to people that I'm using scissors. But like, I live for just doing things new ways. So if being precise is novel for me, then, you know, let me run with it. That being said, no, yeah, I do. Look at, I'm like using these tiny kid scissors. Super weirdo that I am. But I wanted to like fit nicely, you know, nothing wrong with that. So we're gonna pull this on, and this is actually much harder to decoupage like a whole page down than it is. Actually, I can trim that when I'm done. But it's hard to decoupage a whole page of tissue paper down without getting a lot of bubbles and wrinkles. So there is a little bit of an art to it, but we can do it. And as always, my advice with this stuff is more is more. More is good. You want more glue. And that's also why I always go for the matte medium, because it's so liquidy. It's like you need the liquidy. I'm not kidding around about the glue part. Okay, you want it to be soaking wet is the key. Okay, that literally is the big decoupage secret is more is better. Okay, so if you're getting wrinkles and bubbles, especially bubbles, it's because you don't have enough adhesive down. So it's literally like an empty, unwet space. Now see how glossy and gluey it is, because I'm gonna put this on top, and it needs to be, it's like wallpaper, and it needs to be like saturated. But I did excess because I want it to push up through. So it's like literally just disgustingly saturated, because you won't get bubbles that way. So, but now you have sort of a smoothing process. So you need to be one with your art piece for just a few minutes till you work out all the bubbles. So you're just gonna take your little hands and you are going to massage the tissue paper. So I had so much that it was glooping and glopping underneath there. And so by massaging it, I'm kind of forcing it up through the paper. So it's the equivalent to pouring a bunch on top, which I also highly recommend. Okay. So I'm not even smoothing out bubbles. I'm actually smoothing out the glue that's coming out, but you can actually go ahead and put it back on top. Okay, so you're just gonna carefully take your fingers. Now, I don't mind wrinkles. I just don't like bubbles, because wrinkles are where the paper has just been, you know, tightly rolled next to each other. A bubble is something that can burst, so you don't want the bubble in there. And it could be a glue bubble, which will dry, but it takes a long time. So I am attempting to squish out my glue bubble. You don't want an air bubble though, because that can rip. So I'm literally massaging, and I'll switch my camera angle so you can see it from a different angle. All right, so I'm doing a super zoom in here so you can see. So this is a wrinkle, and that's fine, but you can just take your finger and roll it out, smooth it out. But if it dries there, it's not gonna make or break my project, that's fine. But while it's all saturated, you can do this. And the reason you put on over so much is that you can't go and add more underneath. So you have like one shot. So go for it, but I'm just smoothing out these wrinkles. And again, if there's air bubbles, I can't go back and add it under. So it's much, much harder to get those out. And a lot of times you end up wrinkling that. But making sure you put a ton of matte medium on before prevents a ton of problems from happening. Okay, boo, boo, boo. Now this is like not sticking at all up here, so I'm gonna smooth all this stuff out. You can get it really smooth, but you just kind of takes a little massage time. But see, once it starts getting dry and getting tacky, it's disgusting, and you have to let it dry, and you can't go back and massage the heck out of it. It just ends up ripping. So when it's real slimy and soaking wet is your window to get in there. This is not even sticking. So I'm going to like really add some more under there. So it's always, you want it to be under and on top. And again, the reason that tissue paper works so great is it's so porous and thin that it gets nice and saturated. So a lot of those big bubbly issues that you have with different kinds of paper doesn't happen with tissue paper, because you can really work this stuff through. So it's great. When I still have my cool colors in there, working out the last wrinkles. Yeah, easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right, so now it's all nice and flat, so I can paint on top without worry. So again, I'm going to take my hair dryer, and I use a hair dryer and not a heat gun, because it doesn't get too hot, and the wind it produces helps dry it a lot faster rather than heat, which just can nuke sometimes things in not a desirable way. So you can use a heat gun. It just takes a little longer, and you need to make sure you hold it up so you're not melting anything or having an adverse reaction with your products. So I just wanted to show you how super smooth this is before I begin actually painting on it. It's a very smooth surface. It doesn't have any of the big bumps or wrinkles in it. And that's just because I took the time. It's like a teeny tiny, but it's really, really minor. So it's a very nice, flat, smooth surface now. A beautiful, super easy background. Super duper easy background. Zero skills required. Just copious amounts of our friend matte medium. Now, let's put something on top of our cool background. All right, so I'm gonna put a face on here, and I created this face template, which you can have. I have it available just as a PDF download. If you want your own, just let me know in the comment section. It makes drawing faces really easy, especially if you don't feel comfortable or you're new at it. And all you need to do is put down some graphite transfer paper. You put the face template on top, and then you just simply make sure it's straight. And then you just simply trace over. And I've used this a bunch of times here on YouTube, so there's like already a bunch of lines on here. So you can make this as literal as you want. So you can draw on it exactly. I think I am going to, make it pretty, follow it pretty closely. But I'm going to, this time, I love doing this and then like changing it up every time. Oh shoot, I just moved it. That's not good. Jeez Louise. I'm gonna do like super thin eyebrows, I think. So I'm gonna make them like here. Why not? Super thin. I did the eyes already. The nose. And the mouth, maybe I'll make the mouth, let's see. You'll make that kind of thin as well, just so they're different, you know. And I can't see it at all because I have so much going down. So that's hilarious. Okay, so I could put down some gesso here first, which would definitely help make that stand out. But I do have published many books on drawing faces, so I do feel comfortable, but I do want to show you that you can use that template to do just that. Okay. So I will go get my gesso so you can see this a little better. So make sure whatever, if you're using gesso, to use a brush dedicated to gesso, because they will destroy your acrylic brushes. Okay. So I love gesso for doing this layer because I want some of that color and collage to peek through. And if you use just white acrylic paint, a lot of times it'll just cover over everything. So this helps it to peekaboo through as much or as little as you like. And then we can have the little neck here. Oh, and look at this. The butterfly is like exactly... Well, maybe I don't even want to have it go over the butterfly because it's like right on the neck. I'll wash that away before it has a chance to set. I can incorporate that in some way. Oh, and look at this, the butterfly in her head. Oh man, so cool. All right, so now you can see that a little bit better. So when I go to draw, you can see her better as well. And then, of course, hair dryer, because ain't nobody got time for drying things. Okay. Just going to use my Stabilo All, which is super water soluble. So if you are new, be wary. It is no joke. So my eye line is right in the middle, and that's where I'm going to... Gonna just go right for it. And there's an eye width between them. And then let's see, we'll have some big irises looking up. I'm just playing around. I didn't pre-plan this lesson. I'm just kind of acting like as if I was alone in my studio and I was just messing around. I don't know if this will work. I don't know if this is a good idea or a bad idea. Just kind of going for it. Ooh, she looks a little smarmy, doesn't she? Ooh, I wonder if we could use some of these papers, like for her hair. Well, let me activate these. Now, I could activate these with paint, or I can just do it with water, or I could do it with matte medium. If I do it with matte medium, then they will stick a little too, so I'm going to try that. So any liquid that you use on the Stabilo is going to quote unquote activate them and make it run around. But then it will also freeze it. So it's kind of like and if I was using water, that wouldn't be the case. It wouldn't end up freezing it. So matte medium is like a cheat because you're activating it, but then you're also using it to freeze. So it's like bonus. All right, now let's add a little shading here. And when you can do that by actually taking your dirty paintbrush and like smearing it around. Kind of put some shading on this side. Here's the mouth. So I'm just literally like smooshing the dirty Stabilo around to kind of create some shading. And then the matte medium is going to help freeze it in place. So it's a little like little art hack. And I can do that on the other side too if I want to. Or I can just kind of leave it one-sided like that. Either way. She's kind of cool though. Kind of like where this is going. Do this. And I really like the cool butterfly there. It's pretty badass. This eye is a little open. I mean, this is like just a fun little art journal project. Yeah, but I feel like I should be using the paper in some way to like bring up her hair. You know what I mean? Create some hair. So we could do more collage pieces, or could also, let's see, maybe we could have her hair kind of come up this way. And then maybe we could have like a bun. I'm just making this up out of nowhere. And then maybe we could have a little bun with some like red or some highlights in there. Maybe we can try that. Sorry, it's cut off. I just have this like little bun kind of shape up here. Okay, remember this is Stabilo, so every time I hit it, it's gonna kind of react. So again, I can take my paintbrush, put it in the matte medium, and really you're just painting with the Stabilo here at this point, which is one of my favorite little things to do. And anytime you want to add shading, all you need is a real dirty paintbrush, and you get that dirty paintbrush from large areas like the hair. And then we can even do it up here. I'm just swarming my paintbrush in the little Stabilo areas. And again, if you want to add more shading to the face, just take your dirty paintbrush and smoosh it around her. You got lots to work with. Projects like this, when you're using it for big areas like all that hair, you have a lot to work with. She looks a little evil. I'm gonna have to de-evilize her. Again, I'm just totally messing around. If you wanted to get some skin color going but didn't want to bust out all of your paints, you can do so with some gelatos and just smudging with your finger everywhere will in about 2 seconds give you some skin tone if you so desire. Literally like so fast. And again, my paper is not wrinkly, so it really works quite well. And you just smoosh it with your finger. Give her a little skin. Now let's say like I want to get that red going, because that was the whole reason I had that, so we can put that on her lips, say. Zoop. Zoom on in, check it out. Ooh la la. A little red smooch there. We could even do some cheeks. So easy. Like so easy, guys. Just what you can do with a little finger sweat is pretty amazing. Let's get her eyes going. I want to use a turquoise. I'm just going to go straight up blue. Again, so every time you repeat your colors, you're going to have a strong color scheme. So I'm not introducing anything new. I'm just repeating the background colors. Her eyes look a little cray-cray. Don't worry. We will fix them. Everything is fixable. Yeah, I just wanted to kind of show you how easy it was in case you were like, oh, why is her face wet? I want to do some skin tone. It's really, really easy to add that. It's like crazy easy. And if you wanted to set it, you could use Mod Podge, you could use matte medium. Again, you can really just use anything you like. If you want to make this a permanente, you can just sweep it with matte medium or Mod Podge. It kind of blends it a little bit better for you. Also will lock it in place. If it's too smeary, you know, just go off to the side and wipe the excess off of your brush. That one is a little smeary. So you can use your brush to manipulate the gelato colors to the places where you want them to go. And again, if it's going badly, you can just wipe the extra off next to you or just keep pushing it around using your brush to push it around. Just kind of adding it everywhere. Ooh la la. You're so beautiful. Okay, we have this. Again, you can dry it with your hair dryer. And if you've been following me lately, you know I am deeply obsessed with my Pentel pocket brush. I can't get enough of it. It's just the perfect little tool, and I use it for making all my eyelashes. And yeah, it's so fantastic, especially for eye details, eyelashes. It just has this little fling in its perfect little brush nib, and I just love it. It's a little bit of a learning curve, but nothing that you cannot get better at with practice. Like everything, you can't get worse with more practice. So I get on it, ladies. All right, we're gonna fling up some eyelashes here. She's got a little nose attitude. Look at her little attitude coming through now. She's sassy. And I was fighting it before, but now I'm like, yes. Let's make this the point of this instead of fighting it. She clearly has attitude, so maybe we should take note instead of resisting it. You know what I'm saying? All right. And here we go. And then she has this cool butterfly. Maybe we can outline that butterfly and bring that to light. It's a little creepy, but cool at the same time. So yeah, I get a little addicted with this Pentel pocket brush pen because it's really fun for doodling. Now I really just, as the last finished piece, I want to like add back in some of the color that got knocked back because I think it's super cool. All right, so now I am just gonna add in some of the colors that are in the background, kind of punch up some of the things, like her red lips can be actually super red. I feel like maybe the butterfly should be yellow, but I also wanted to see if maybe it would be cool to either put red accents around. Oh yeah, that works. So I have, this is just red paint. And I just put some dots up here. Now, you can't really see it because I have red on red, but add some of this around. Now things look better in threes, so I'm gonna introduce this in threes around. Yes, 1, 2, 3. All right, super little simple, just 2, 3. Love it. Now I need to, I'm gonna maybe punch up that, the butterfly with yellow, and also punch up her eyes with the blue. All right, got some more paint. I'm just using, I'm using liquid acrylics because I love that they are so transparent, and I want, like, I don't want to cover up that butterfly. I want the collage portion to show through. So that's why the transparent paint is so great, because you can still see everything. Oh, that should not be smearing because that's permanent. So that, I think, was not dry yet. Oops. Like I said, mixed media is a lot about problem solving. There's a little body of it. And I'm going to do her eyes in this super cool paint, if it's not all dried out, which it's not, thank goodness. Although it's been a while since it saw the light of day. I still love Matisse paints. I don't use them very much anymore, but I don't know why. Make those kind of pop off the page. Yes. Oh yeah. We can even do some, you could do some stenciling here too. Or you can do more blue colors. Maybe I'll make that like a 4. I love the smell of Matisse paint. I know that sounds super weird, but I do. That's like a really strong smell, but delicious. Oh, I like the polka dots. These are fun. This is like a stencil. Yeah, it's like a stencil pouncer is what it is. So fun. So fun. Oops. It's getting a little sloppy, but fun sloppy. All right. She's very, like, there's something going on. She's got a latitude. I feel like she should have a quote somewhere, because she's like, something about something. I feel like I just want to know. We have our old paint pen. Get some highlights. Rocking on her. Come on, Posca. Let's get your paint pen going. Oh, yeah. Sometimes it's nice to do like kind of like sloppy highlights, but that they become really like, become bolds. Ooh, we can even put some on the little butterfly body there. And we can even drag some through her hair, which is kind of fun. Kind of scribbly scrabbly, if you will. Why not? All right, super fun little project. You know, it can mean a lot, it can mean nothing. It's just like a process of like having fun and enjoying your bright and bold color scheme. You know, I didn't like make it my life's work. This was just a quick and dirty project to show you what a cool way you can use tissue paper to make a really cool background. Just having some fun with a really easy, simple face, using the face template And hopefully, you know, inspired you to just go and have fun today in your art journal or on a canvas. And just honestly, don't take life too seriously. We have enough of that going on right now. We don't need to bring that into our art. At least I certainly don't want to. So I will see you back here next Friday for another really fun, quick tutorial. And have fun, you guys. I'll see you. And you can click this playlist right here to watch more scrapbook and collage inspired projects. Take care.